Hey y'all, welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we completed this ridiculously awesome looking project where we've got conveyor elevators, conveyor lifts, bringing items up into machines and then back down to where you can't really see what's going on. All the belts are moving underneath and stuff, and it's chaos down there. But up here, it all looks clean, it all looks nice and pretty. There's no belts to run over or anything like that. I really like this design for a factory. I have to have an extra floor down here to have all the belts and things moving, but it's really easy to work around. So, we've got all of our basic parts for our nuclear fuel rod factory done and ready to move up to the next floor, like all the wire, all the quick wire, the concrete, everything. I've even got the steel pipes and the plastic running up, and I really like the look of this. Like, just one elevator bringing everything up, and then over onto the next floor where we deal with everything. It looks really cool. And up here is where we're going to have all of that moving around. But now what we need to do is we need to figure out how we're setting up 24, or maybe only 19, I'm not sure, but quite a few assemblers up here. Because I've got to make stators, I got to make circuit boards, I got to make uranium cells, AI limiters, electromagnetic control rods, industrial beams, all sorts of stuff up here. The last step of this project will be to be going into the cave behind the waterfall, killing off a ton of spiders, building up a huge amount of storage for all of the nuclear waste we're going to be producing, because I never want to have to deal with it again. Kind of like the US government in that way. But at that point, we'll go in there, we'll set up our uranium mine, we'll bring it out here, we'll hook it up so that this is not radioactive at the moment, but as soon as I'm done with it, it'll end up being that way. Still got quite a few parts to this project left. So, I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to work on setting up our... Let's do the circuit boards. So, first thing we need to do is we need to measure out how big an assembler is on these foundations. Almost 2 foundations long, and just over 1 foundation wide. So that's almost 8 meters long and almost 4 meters long and almost 4 meters wide. Oh, but that doesn't include its hitbox. Okay, so its hitbox is about that's 9 meters by 15. Maybe it's a 10 by 15. I don't know. I'm not doing the math like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put down machines, and we're going to use the same method that we did last time. We're going to get rid of the foundations in front and behind them, and then just keep going from there. So I need 4 assemblers for circuit boards. We're using just the regular plastic and wire version. We're not using the other one that uses rubber. Although I could do that, but it would require a heck of a lot more wire, and I don't have all that much that we're making, because I need some for the stators too. So, get rid of these. 5 long, and we're going to do the same thing we did with like the foundries downstairs. I'm going to end up having some crossing belts just for the capabilities of getting 2 things into these. It's not going to look pretty, but it's going to be hidden, so it's all good. I don't care if it's pretty at that point. Sort of wish these were just 1 longer so that they could sit right on the edge of these foundations perfectly, but they're not. So I've got to be a little bit more creative when it comes to placing things with these. Circuit boards are done. It's actually getting very easy to build in this style too, because I've gotten so used to it. Don't like how they're not totally lined up just right, but I can't really do anything about it, so I just got to deal with it. Circuit boards are being made. We're getting 40 per minute, which are going to go all towards the AI limiters. And I'm thinking I'm going to make those upstairs on the next floor, depending on how much space I have here, which I may have enough. I don't know. But the next thing I want to do is make the stators. And I'm going to have those probably right here. Why not? I think that may be why not. Currently I have that coming up right through the center. I don't know if I want it right through the center. I may move it off one over here so that I can bring the other ones through. I don't know. We'll just have to see how this works. Maybe I'll take them to the other side. Maybe. Because these go to the electromagnetic control rods as well as the AI limiters do. So I might bring them off the back. Yeah, I'll feed them off that direction. That'll work. I just had a thought. Why am I utilizing only one side of these things? When I could have these elevators, these lifts, turned around this way and be using this side as well. Look at all this space I'm wasting. I could be so much more efficient with this. Because when I come over here, if I try to throw another line in here, look at this much space. I have to fit 2 lines down this of steel pipes and wire. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around half of these and bring them around the other side. In fact, I might have the steel pipes feeding directly into that and have the wire come the other direction. Because the steel pipes are right there. This is going to work out great. Oh yeah, much better. Thinking of redoing this here and also down on the foundries below so that I don't have the crossing lines. I do still have one crossing line here, but that's because I can't figure out what else to do with this iron. I can't get it to get over there any other way than the way I've got it going right now. Maybe if I bring it... Oh, no, it's still got to cross that line over there. So I don't know if I can bring the iron around any other way but the way I'm doing it right now. And now the stators are done. So we've got circuit boards, stators. We can make AI limiters now if we wanted to. That'd be cool. So all I gotta do is combine those 2 parts and I can make AI limiters. But... oh, no, wait, I still need my quick wire. Well, my quick wire is coming up here, so maybe I do need to bring the circuit boards, instead of bringing them up and over, I need to send them off in the other direction and bring them around to make the AI limiters on this one. In this corner. Which I think I'm going to do. Yeah. We'll have the AI limiters being made over there. So I got to reverse the direction that the circuit boards are traveling when they get out of their respective assemblers. Right now they're going off toward that wall. But I don't need them to go upstairs. I need them to stay down here. So, just delete all this. Frames are suffering right now too because holy crap, there's a lot going on downstairs. So many parts, it's ridiculous. And as it gets dark, the AI limiters are coming online. It's got one more thing left to make on this floor, and that's the encased industrial beams. Then everything will go up to the 3rd floor, where we will make our electromagnetic control rods, our uranium cells, and finally our nuclear fuel rods. And the simplest machine of this floor is done. I only needed one manufacturer making 6 industrial beams per minute. Or not manufacturer, assembler, making 6 industrial beams per minute for the next floor up. Absolutely simple compared to the rest of these monsters. And I could probably fit the other 2 things of assemblers down here for the uranium cells and the electromagnetic control rods. But I want to move those up to the top floor so that I can have all 3 of those things, or those 2 things on the sides and the manufacturers. It's going to look awesome doing it that way. So that's how I'm going to do it. So let's get the next floor built, and we'll move the materials up and continue this major project of ours. I'm starting to realize I did not bring enough concrete when I originally started this project. I thought, okay, one little small storage container of concrete ought to do it. One floor takes about 1,000 concrete to make. That's ridiculous. And, you know, I've got 2 floors per floor, so I need about 2,000 concrete per floor, so to speak. That's a lot. That's a whole heck of a lot. And the only reason it's this big is because on the top floor I'm going to have my 6 nuclear reactors. Otherwise it wouldn't need to be this big. Because I didn't even use half of this floor, and I'm seriously considering going ahead and actually using it. At least to make the electromagnetic control rods over here, because those don't take any uranium. And I can still do the uranium on the next floor and have all of the nuclear stuff up there. But I don't know. I might use this for something else later on. Or wait, maybe I could use this for fuel rod storage. Then have those go all the way up to the top. Maybe. Maybe. Bring them down here, store them, and then bring them up to the top, or just, I don't know. Please ensure your daily dose of fresh air is met. You have been playing for 2 hours. What? Oh, that's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I've been working on this for 2 hours now. Okay. Interesting that they added that into the game. Oh man, and I still gotta put the walls on this thing and all that junk. Okay, well, let's go get a ton more concrete, because the concrete from downstairs is not gonna be enough. I wish it were. This thing's already full. Wow. That's crazy. And let's get that 3rd floor up there working. So the 3rd floor of our nuclear fuel rod factory is complete. We need to have 10 assemblers and 2 manufacturers up here. So we need to do some measuring. I'd like to have 5 manufacturers going that way, 5 manufacturers going that way, or 5 assemblers, whoops, and 5 assemblers, and then 2 manufacturers here in the center. And then from there, we move everything up to the topmost floor, where we have our nuclear reactors. This is going to be amazing. When we finally get it done, anyway. So this is the center line. Let's do this. Oh wait, I need motors. I've got those. God, manufacturers are huge. Take up a 3 by 3 foundation area. It's ridiculous. Oh well. We'll make it work. We will make it work. Does that look symmetrical? I guess it does. Just the shadow is throwing it off, because the angle from the star up there. And yes, that is a star. That is not a moon. It's a blue star, part of the binary star system that this planet belongs to. It's just a much bluer shade, so this is quote-unquote night. That is a moon. And I'll never understand why, get rid of this, why, they can't seem to get it right that stars don't shine through moons. Why is that not opaque? It's transparent. It shouldn't be. But Subnautica did the same thing. You could see the stars through the moon as it went across the sky. It was crazy. But anyway, I digress. So we've got 2 manufacturers built. Each one will require 3 inputs. And I need to make 2 lines of 5 assemblers up here now so that we can have that working. And 5 assemblers took up 6 of these. So let's do this. Alright. The trenches have been dug. Let's get them building. So this took a heck of a lot longer than I thought it would. but I got my 5 assemblers making the electromagnetic control rods, my 5 assemblers making the uranium cells. I've got the encased industrial beams coming up from the floor below, and all of them are feeding into these 2 manufacturers, which will make 2 nuclear fuel rods per minute, and then we can feed them up to the next floor, which will have the nuclear reactors on it. Finally, this project is nearing completion. Over here, I started building a tunnel because I liked the idea of having a tunnel for the uranium to come through. But we're going to build the reactors and get all them set up and set up the nuclear waste before we even start hooking up the uranium to this monster. And right now, my current power production is enough to run this because the rest of my factory is pretty much shut down. But the uranium will come through here, along this line, feed in over there, and all of this crazy jumbled mess will produce the nuclear fuel rods. So, with that done, we're calling the episode here. So, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. Subscribe to see more. I'm going to say bye-bye to the train as I say goodbye to y'all. So, y'all come back now.